ByteDance is not giving up on India the same way they're not giving up on the United States. They think there's a way to hang around to keep TikTok as the hottest app in the app stores around the globe. In India, they have gone straight to the guy you would go to if you were in India and you wanted your app to stick around. You go to Reliance, Jio, Ambani. You go see Ambani. You want to get something done in India. And apparently he's got a line. He's got a good relationship with the leadership there as well. And you say, you just bring a similar deal, don't you? In the same way that they're working on it here to go after Microsoft and say, well, let's get something out of this. Just buy this piece from us. And then everything we built here, we can at least get some value for. And so Microsoft appears to be the potential suitor in the US, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia, I believe. But that leaves a tremendous number of potential users up for grabs in India. India was the second biggest market for ByteDance outside of China, 200 million users. Not nothing. And so they go where you would go, and they start having the conversation around what would the value of this be. And the number that gets tossed around is about $3 billion. Now, you might be sitting there saying, well, $3 billion for 200 million users, that sounds like a steal of a deal because Microsoft is in the $30 to $50 billion range for way fewer users. But this is where I would explain to you how CPMs work on the internet. And if you're going to run a business that eventually is going to generate its revenue through advertising, you have to ask yourself, what could those CPMs and what is that advertising worth in those regions? What's the potential upside? Now, the other piece that I would put on top of that is the fact that it's already banned in India. A lot of the damage has already been done in India. The public sentiment in India, based on what I've read on the comments here, people are over it. They say, thank God it's gone. They're happy about it. And so you got to overturn that thing. Now, can Reliance do it? If anybody could, it would be them.
Yes.
TikTok's back and it's patriotic and it's local and it's creating jobs here and whatever they could say to try to make the case. Now, of course, I can ask the audience, our Indian viewers, what they think, if they would go back to the app. But in the meantime, since it's been banned, places like Facebook, their Reels product, Instagram, they've seen a 25% increase in usage, and a bunch of upstart TikTok alternatives that are based and founded in India have also emerged and become substantially more popular. And so is there as much of a reason to go back to it? Or have people found alternatives? And are they happy with those alternatives? Of course, we have to wait for the comment section to let us know what the real story is here. But nonetheless, you have to believe there's some value in it. It did have 200 million users. Yes, these are the other examples here. There's a number that have emerged. Couple locally grown, and then Facebook's product with Reels. So will they get a deal done? It remains to be seen. What I don't know is whether or not it would be possible for a company like Microsoft, who presumably has a decent relationship with India, to just assume the Indian piece as well and do business circumventing China. I don't know why that's not also up for discussion, because they're already spending. If they, let's say they spend $30 billion, and the suggestion here is that the Indian piece is another $3 billion. Why doesn't Microsoft just tag on that piece?
Right.
But again, probably the Indian government would be favorable to the idea of a local business, Reliance, being in control of it. We'll see if something gets done, but it's currently banned, and that ban is approaching quickly in the United States as well. There's just not that much leverage sitting on the side of ByteDance right now, with all these world governments creating just suboptimal circumstances for them to get deals done, you see.